Alright guys, what's up? I just wanted to give an update on my Magic Find Sorceress I've been working on like past couple of days. Well, week. Game's only been out a week. I played way too much. And basically I've been stacking up some MF gear. I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but I am at 300%. My charms are horrible, but at least there's something to add. I just swap out boots and gloves in an Omni for now. 24%, 25%, 34. I have 17%, 19%, and then I got gold wrap. That was a find, which was nice. Tarn helm, which I should put a topaz in it actually today. I think this goes to 50%. It's not perfect, but I'm not going to complain. I'd like to have, I think it's an Ist rune that would go into it as well. One thing I am lacking is armor, like MF armor. I can't remember what the best armor is. I should probably go for that just to swap that out too. Then I'd have a 4-piece inventory swap. I have the Skull Collector, which I love this thing. I know there's a weapon and shield combo that's probably more efficient than this, but this is great. I found it early on. I'm loving it for now, 82%. So there's 300% here. I do need a new chest. I got a socket to Tarn helm, and which this dropped as well, and I traded my buddy for it. He won a roll. We did a 1 to 100 roll for it, and the ring dropped for me. He actually has one too, or I could have ended up with 2 of them. But a little funny thing that happened yesterday. I have the razor switch in my primary now, which I did have the spectral shard, and I was running it with the eyeless just for insane, spell cast speed. And spectral shard is like 10 resistances, a bit of attack rating, like 50% spell cast speed. I loved it, right? But my dex wasn't built for it, right? So basically my dex was under. So I was using Sanders and an Ami and my chest piece to get it up to 51, and I've been slowly adding to it. I just leveled yesterday. But unfortunately, when you don't have your dex up, right, and you swip your weapon slots like this, it'll red out your weapon and make it unusable when I have my MF gear on. So I would just swap to my collector staff, right? Do my run, put my gear back on, swap back, it would be fine, right? Well, I tried to do an Ancients, and I ran into a lightning mob that wiped me. So I died. I had my MF gear on, and I came back in and grabbed my body and got wiped instantly again. And the spectral shard popped off of my body. Literally popped off of my body, and I didn't realize it. I just left the game. I thought, okay, I'll just go remake a game, start over, take the hit on EXP, who cares, And I didn't realize that the spectral popped out at the time. Like, right when I died, I left, like, it's a shame because spectral shard is like really high tier early on. Like, I love that thing, and it deleted. It was a private game. I couldn't get back into it. It's one of those play nows from the menu. I never would have been able to figure it out, so it went to the wayside. And it's good to know that, I didn't realize that's what happened, because when I went to pick the body up again, it recognized it as unusable, and then it dropped it, So enough of that being said, the item's gone. The Joe staff's alright. It's better in certain ways. I just love the cast speed. Like, that's the point, right? That cast speed on that spectral shard. The mana sustain on this staff's a lot better with the frost burns, which I found as well, which are great early on for high mana. Wow, we're gonna get a crappy meth run. I was gonna do one meth run for the video. Probably won't get anything great, but wow, the mana's great though with the staff. So yeah, that's a little funny story. Wow, really? I bet you any money I passed it back here, but usually you find it pretty quick in comparison to this. That's one good thing about this. I can mana sustain better when I teleport, but with the shard, you zing, buddy. See, That's the worst spawn, actually. You come out of the throne and go to the left. This is the worst thing that can happen. Usually it'll hit on this side, you know, 70% of the time. So that was unfortunate. But I'm talking anyways. But yeah, the Spectral Shard. Deleted, man. And if I would have had the dex, it never would have left my body. It's just... when you switch your gear like that, and you're not efficient with the dex, it just... be careful if you die and, you know, try to pick your body up again. I learned the hard way. I still have my Frostburns. These are amazing. My kit's still great. That shard was just so nice to have right now. And I don't feel like trading again for it. Thank God I have the Joe Staff as a backup. It's actually quite good. Especially mixed with the Frostburn. But it's just not the cast speed, you know, that I want. And my support is dead from the Ancients in Hell too, so let's go to our rune collector, get our MF gear on, 300%. Do our little run here. If you have your support with ice from Act 2, he'll just sit there and tank Mephisto, and you can just literally cast at him. It's actually quite great. So yeah, that was my first mishap this week. My best drop so far, like you've seen the Frostburn, 2 or 3 unique rings, a Skull Collector, and then I have storage that's filled with sets and uniques. They're all low tier though, so like I was just collecting them for nostalgia. And see, that's trash, right? So I don't really collect anymore. Castrate. Lightning Mastery's junk. But yeah, I've had 3 uniques drop off 1 meth run, and I've had a set, 2 uniques, and a bunch of rares flop. So 300% is getting nice. Now, you know, I want to get a bunch of small 7%ers and then get a good chest piece and obviously get the highest I can get. Ramp this up to like 400, 500, 600. And then I think every run will be a bit more juicy. But yeah, there's my video. There's my mishap for the day. Hopefully you guys like it. You know what? Let's just make this a 10-minute video. I know a lot of people aren't going to watch this long. Just wanted to show off where I got with my MF. I'm level 82, by the way. I could probably be 90 if I really grinded out bail runs, but not really my vibe. So I'll show you what I do. I've already made a video on this to get extra slots, but I transferred a lot out for my alts already. So these were all full, like 3 unique accounts. It's a lot of it's junk, you know, but you can twink out your alts. Oh yeah, this was a good hit. Ice Blink. Back in the day when D2 first came out, the release, this and Throne, there were certain like lower end items that were very sought after, and this item was very sought after. It's probably as worth right now, but eventually when everyone's, you know, progressed through the game, it sort of dies out. Freeze's target. I remember this was very sought after. Nothing else too special. Just 3 unique accounts like this, and 2 set accounts, and an account for rares, Amis, you know what I mean? Like, I have them all filled up. That's just from doing MF runs. A lot of it's junk besides, you know, what you saw on my main character. There's some items that are for alts that are decent. But yeah, the big hits are hard to hit, man, you know? I'm not going to show all 3 unique accounts. You get the gist of that. Rares, just rares that I think are viable for alts. Sets. Amis and stuff. It's like rare, lower tier stuff you can throw on. You know, I want to eventually make... See, just... Honestly, a lot of it's junk. A lot of this will end up getting tossed. It was just for fun nostalgia just to collect. And I actually collected, like, all the low-tier uniques and sets, by the way. Because they just drop like crazy. Because I was rotating, like, Andariel to Meph to Bale, Cal runs, and Nightmare. And that rune collector staff you saw earlier, I can run cows and not use a mana pot. My cast speed isn't the greatest, but it's like every kill is 20 mana, so like you're just constantly killing and sustaining mana. It's actually really cool. My only ult so far is a barb, which I haven't kitted out with. It's pretty funny. I don't know. Not really much more to show, but this is the MF life. I want to get up to the point where I can just run all the level 80 plus areas like Ancients, the Pit, go into Act 4, River of Flame. You know, I want to be able to sustain through all of that in time. I'm also collecting extra gold stuff, because I know like extra gold gambling barbs is a thing, so this stuff might have some value. Rare rings and stuff. Extra gold, blah blah blah. Who knows, right? This is already like 200%. Could actually get a lot of gold drops from that, you know? This is pretty much junk. I don't know why I kept that. But yeah, you get the gist, guys. But we'll see. I want to make more Diablo content. It's just hard because I want to get some good drops on stream, or maybe do some tutorials on my own. But there's a lot of content creators that have been at this for since I've quit 20 years ago, you know, and this software came out and whatnot. So I wish this was around back when I was a young kid, you know. Would have been wild because I had every character maxed and multiple, like dual wield barb, sword shield barb, pike barb, dual sword, you know what I mean? You make, now you can respec, so it changes the game. This video's getting way too long, and I'll probably get like 1 view on it. So let's I do an Ancients run for you because I can. That's like the best thing I can do right now, and I really haven't been getting anything. But yeah, you saw the good hits. I'm pretty kitted up for the first week, honestly. I know people are ahead of me that have played more because my game time has slowed down a bit the past few days because I was going ham. This is such a good staff, though. Like I said, I know it goes away later on. It probably becomes mainly obsolete. But yeah, take it easy, guys.